Anaya, tell me about your dream that you had last night.
I had a dream about heaven.
Heaven? What was it like?
Beautiful.
What did you see?
Colors, different colors from Earth.
What do you mean, different colors from Earth?
Different colors of what we see on our planet, not in heaven.
Are there different colors in heaven?
Just didn't see them.
You weren't allowed to see them.
No, I just couldn't remember what they looked like.
Oh, but you did see them, but you forgot. Okay.
I can't describe the color.
Okay, so did you see cities or buildings or anything like that?
No.
Did you see anyone when you went to heaven? Who'd you see?
So Grandma Lena and Mama.
Grandma Lena and Mama? Okay. What did they talk to you?
Yeah.
How did you know it was Grandma Lena and Mama? Did it look like them?
What they were wearing it looked like them, and what they were wearing in their coffin, that's what they looked like, and I could tell by their voices mostly.
Oh, so what did their faces look like?
Looked like this.
Could you see their faces?
No, they told me.
What do you mean they told you?
They said the picture in my daughter's room, and I said which one, and they said the one who you live with. This is what she said. She said the one who you live with, and I was like, oh, that's what you look like, and she was like, yes. And then when I saw Mom, I said, what do you look like?
Wait. So when you were talking to them, you couldn't see them, like you couldn't see their faces, but they were telling you what they looked like? So were they covering their faces, or was it too bright? Like what?
Their faces were just white.
Oh, okay. And so they were telling you what they look like? Okay, so and Grandma Lena said she looked like this picture here?
And Mama said that the picture that Ray made.
Wait, she mentioned me by name? She said that she looks like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said I think she looked a little younger, but probably I think she looked like that.
Okay. And so they talked to you. What did they tell you when they talked to you?
I don't remember as much, but they kept just kissing me and saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here in my dream. They kept saying that, and then my uncle, my dear Isa from my daddy's side, he was sitting on the thing, he was sitting by the stairs, but like far away from like a really big cross, and they asked him, they said, hey Isa, come meet Anaya. And when he turned around, it was me, and he kissed me, and then he was asking me, do I want anything? And I kept saying, no thank you. And then he just kept kissing me on my cheek, twirling me around, and because he never met me.
He's never met you before on Earth?
No, because he passed away.
Passed away before you were born, or when you were a baby?
Passed away in his sleep when I wasn't even born yet.
You weren't even born yet, but you met him? And he talked to you and he carried you? Did you see his face?
No.
Did you see anybody's faces?
If you have Facebook, I can show you what he told me he looked like.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll look for it in a little bit. But so we're what about did you see anybody else? Did you see anybody else?
Jesus.
You saw Jesus? And how did you know it was Jesus?
Because he only let me see his face.
What did you say?
He only let me see his face.
Only you could see his face?
He let everyone see his face, but I couldn't see theirs. I only saw Jesus. That's the only person's face I saw.
That's the only face that you could see was Jesus' face. Did he look like the picture on the wall? Like the picture that you're used to of seeing when you look at him?
No.
He didn't? Did he look different?
Yeah, when they say he looked like he had curly, like light brown curly hair, but he really didn't have curly hair. But he did have really light brown hair.
But it wasn't curly?
No, it was straight just down, and then he had a really long beard. And
so how long was his hair? Was it like you normally see, shoulder length?
No, it was like kind of right here or something, like right here.
A little longer?
Yeah, but like when I saw him, he was surprised I came. Like he didn't know I was gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
And then he trimmed his hair just for me.
He trimmed it?
Mm-hmm. A little shorter.
So you could recognize him?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, and he talked to you?
Yeah.
What did he tell you when he talked to you?
He was saying, since it's gonna be nighttime soon, you should probably go to bed. And in heaven, I think you only go to sleep for a couple minutes. You don't go to sleep for hours.
Oh, really?
And you can go to sleep whenever you want. It always looks like day. And they never have dark colors. I could tell because the only colors they had were real, like the colors on Earth, but no black, no orange, not like dark orange. They didn't have dark colors. They didn't like dark colors.
They didn't like dark colors in heaven?
No.
Did you see anybody else? Like, did you meet anyone else in heaven?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Auntie Joanna.
Auntie Joanna?
Mm-hmm.
You saw her?
Yeah.
What did Auntie Joanna say?
She was just saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here. I have been waiting for you so long." And I said, "But it only been since last year, only like till 2014." And I was like, "I know, but I wish I could have got you. I was still with you on Christmas and New Year, and could have got you those gifts."
Auntie Joanna said that?
Mhm. And then.
And so you couldn't see her face either, or you saw her face?
I couldn't see her face.
She
told me she looked like a picture.
Like which picture? Like, how about like this one?
No.
No?
No, not really. She looked like that a little.
Uh-huh.
But I think she looked like that a little. But she kind of didn't. Because she was lighter. Everyone was lighter in heaven.
Lighter, like their skin was lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They don't like to have dark colors.
They don't like darkness.
Unless someone's like a different color, like different colors, like.
Okay.
They don't
So,
like to see the colors.
So, they don't like darkness in heaven.
No, they don't like darkness. It's every single day looks like it's the morning, but it's really nighttime.
And you saw a lot of colors.
I asked them, "Why don't you like colors?" And they said, "We don't ever say that word. That word is abandoned." And I said, "Why?" And they said, "Because it's the color of what's down there." And I was like, "Oh."
Oh, so because the colors are different, they use different names there.
Yeah, they use different colors. They don't like to say dark colors, and they don't like to say dark, and they don't like to have dark colors there at all.
Wow. And so when you were there, everybody knew that you were still alive, right? Or did they not?
They knew they knew that I was still alive. They knew that I was like them, like angels. But they told me that I have to go back to my family. And when they saw me again, but they thought I was ghost, so they just kept screaming and telling me to go away, go away. But then I finally told them, about who I was, and then they started talking to me. And then,
So you had to introduce yourself. Oh, because they couldn't. Could they see your face?
Yes, they could see everything about me, even how I passed away.
They knew about when you were going to pass away. So
No, they knew like how I died.
oh, in the dream, how you died.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you were still a kid when you got to heaven. Okay.
I was in my, like, what I was wearing last night, I was in the same thing. I was in my pajamas, had my hair like this, and I had everything the same.
So you died in the dream, because I didn't hear you tell me that. Were you alive when you first started dreaming? Oh, you didn't?
No, I was alive, I was just sleeping, and then when I woke up, when I woke up in the dream, I didn't know where I was.
No, but how did you die? Because you said they knew how you died. How did you die? You didn't tell me how you died.
Oh, I died when Finau pushed me
Finau,
off the bed.
Finau pushed you off the bed? Oh, in the dream, Finau pushed you off the bed and you died. So
like he pushed. We were playing, and then like I asked him, since he got in the game, I asked him, "Do you want to play? Can I play with you?" And he was like, "No," because he was very little, like 3 or something. And then I said, "Please," and then he just pushed me off the bed, and I fell, and then like my hip kind of cracked a little, but it wasn't broken. And then and then he pushed me again, and then all of a sudden, when I downed, and then I looked back up, he was older.
he was older? How?
I looked up
A lot older? Like?
No, he was the same age as he was right now. And he pushed me, and I pushed him back off the bed. And then at the last shot, he pushed me, and I didn't see it coming. And then I fell on my head, and my head just cracked open.
And then you saw him older or no?
No,
I didn't understand.
Like, he was looking at the thing, and all of a sudden, my eyes were still open a little. Like, I only saw, like, for a couple seconds, and then he fell off the bed all of a sudden, but nobody touched him. And then he went to heaven, but he came back to his body.
So he didn't, oh, you went up the stairs and he didn't?
Yeah, I went up he went first up the stairs, and I think God might have talked to him. I mean, Jesus might have talked to him, but then he went back down, and I saw him, like, light, and then I saw stairs, and then I saw Finau, and he was walking down, and he was like, great, I'm in trouble. And then he went back to his body, but then he was still awake. He, like, went back to his body, and he was awake, and then he was like, Mom, Dad, and I got hurt. I pushed her off the bed, and she fell. And then, like, but, like, I don't get it. Why was his mom there? Why was his mom there?
Finau's mom was there? Becky was there?
Yeah, but she's usually never around. But I didn't see her face at all.
You couldn't see her face, but you knew she was there?
I knew she was there because he said, Mom, Dad, and he didn't come, only Uncle Bobby. And Uncle Bobby saw me, and he carried me.
Do you know where you were?
I was at a house, and I was on a really tall bed, but I just don't know what house I was at.
It wasn't...
It was a different house. It just, like, it wasn't the house
that you're used to, huh?
It's not the house that I know. I just don't know whose house it was.
When you were in the dream, does it look like a house that you've maybe been to before, or is it a brand new house, or do you not remember?
It was just a house, really big, and I think it was my room or Finau's room, because it had superheroes, and I like superheroes a little bit, but only girl superheroes like Batgirl and stuff, and there were Batgirl, and there were Superman, and there were like a bunch of stuff, and saw like princesses on one. I saw Superman on one wall, Supergirls on another wall, and then I saw a bed. But then when I first came to the dream, I just saw me and him. It wasn't my body. Like, my body was watching them play. And when I went to my body, I went inside, like, my body. I went to go. And then, like, all of a sudden, he's talking to me.
Who was?
Finau.
Oh, so you came back to life.
No, like, all of a sudden, the beginning of the dream, when I was like walking, I was walking, but they didn't know I was there. And I was walking, and then I was like, hello, you guys hear me? Then I went inside I touched myself, but it was a different me, like, apart from me.
What do you mean it was a different you? Like,
it was like clones. Like clones.
You saw yourself multiple times?
Yeah.
Where was this? I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
So it was just at a house, and then we were...
Where did you... No, I didn't understand where you saw the clones.
So we were in the room, and I came out of the wall. And when I came out of the wall, I saw me and Finau. And Finau was playing with myself, my clone self. And then I walked into my body. I was like, hello, you guys, do you guys hear me? But they didn't hear me. So I went inside I touched my clone, and when I touched her, like, I went inside her body.
Oh, so, but when you were looking at your clone, did you look just like her?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Like how I was right now, except I was in my pajamas.
And so you were in different clothes when you walked into your clone?
Mm-hmm.
Your clone was wearing regular clothes, you were wearing pajamas?
No, me and her were... It was at night. Finau was wearing pajamas, I was wearing pajamas, and my clone self was wearing pajamas.
Oh, okay. But you were wearing different pajamas or the same?
I was wearing the same.
Oh, okay, so you weren't dressed different. Oh, okay. So now going back to heaven, though. So, did Jesus tell you anything else, or did all the people that you saw, did they tell you anything else, like to remember? Is there anything they told you not to forget or anything?
I think they told me don't forget them and to not forget them, and then Jesus hugged me and put me in my body. But I asked when I was a ghost, and I asked my mom, Mom, hurry, tell me before it's midnight. Are my body's ashes, or is it like Finau's body? Because Finau didn't have ashes. And my mom said, yes, they're ashes. And then I went to go tell Jesus, and I was crying. I was telling him, I can't go home. And my mom, she put my bodies to ashes. And then they were crying and telling me, and Jesus was crying and telling me, but it's not your time yet. It's not your time yet. He just kept saying that over and over and over again. And then I finally woke up.
Wow. So, we hope you don't forget this. And you woke up after that and you remembered everything, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Well, thanks for telling me your story.
You're welcome.
Love you.